A genie grants you the ability to have infinite amount of one item. What is it? Lego Clone Troopers. Wise choice. 200,000 units are ready, with 1 million more on their way. Your clones would be very impressive. Grumbles. Execute Order 66. Mahuha-hara. $20 bills. Should have specified legitimate $20s. You're open to either counterfeiting charges when they all have the exact same serial number, or the genie trolls you and you get Disney bucks, which would probably also lead to an investigation. With wishes, always assume a monkey paw response. For instance, I was going to say, whiskey. Any I don't drink, I can sell, right? Wrong. I don't have a liquor license, and I can't prove the provenance of said infinite whiskey. Oh, a genie is your supplier. How very interesting. Watch your head as we load you into the cop car. Came here to say that. Low enough that everyone will accept it. You will now receive an infinite number of bills charging you $20. Behold, the annoyance of genies. Can you imagine how pissed an exotic car dealer would be when someone pulls up with duffel bags of $20 bills to buy a $250,000 car? I love it. You've been arrested for having too many bills with the same serial number. Here's Monopoly money for you. Lithium. We need it for all kinds of things, including cell phones and electric cars. And lithium mines are a nightmare. Not only will I manipulate the market, sir, my endless supply of lithium shuts down the worst of the mines. Are you buying from one of those mines? Call today for my Becoming a Better Person discount. I'll partner up with any corporation that figures out an ethical and environmentally friendly way to mine it, acquire 1 unit of lithium in an ethical way, and get the 2nd unit free. I'll get rich before flooding the market tanks the value. And I'll be providing something that's a need, so it'll be worth it to keep going after I'm not getting rich off of it anymore. I'll constantly make a surplus that's just my personal property, and have my lawyers set up something that supplies that stash to ethical corporations after I die. Technology marches on and lithium stops being as vital as it is. Sweet. I'm already rich. I did my bit to make the world better when I could. And now I can relax with the knowledge that supplying the world with the stuff that makes technology work is someone else's problem. Fun fact, lithium reacts to the water in the air and can spontaneously combust. I used to work at a factory that made lithium batteries, and a dude got caught trying to steal lithium when his pants caught fire. Do you want a horse head in your bed? Because this is how you get a horse head in your bed. Might have to move to a less developed country to get away with this degree of market manipulation and anti-competitive behavior, though. You'd probably get murdered pretty quick. Honestly, you can't just shut down multi-billion-dollar industries by yourself and expect to get away with it. Master plan. I see you, Elon Musk. Solid gold coins, melt them down as needed and move them around. I doubt one person alone can crash the gold market if I just move it based on my needs. Greater than I doubt one person alone can crash the gold market. Mansa Musa would like a word with you. IDK. The kind of people that trade in large amounts of gold would be really suspicious if you just rocked up with a big pile of the stuff and no straight answer as to where it came from. That shit would reek of money laundering or organized crime. Yeah, no fiat currently. Question. Can you just take one out of your pockets at any time? Or is it literally an infinite pile that crushed you? Your house, your loved ones, your city, and slowly the entire earth as it builds into a pile, reaching the heavens, then surpassing them, then continuing to grow until it collapses into a black hole under its own weight. Fresh water, now I am your overlord. And now Nestle is your overlord. Waterworld, our origin story right here. Chicken sandwiches. Page, is that you? Wise counseling. Genie lamps. Genie 101 says this is illegal. Done. All of them are uninhabited. Time. I would absolutely ask for infinite time. Asterisk ages into dust like the Nazi dude at the end of Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. Asterisk. You already have it. Should ask for infinite telomeres so you can use it. But time is already infinite. Mind-controlled nanobots. I'm about to be emperor of the world. Big Hero 6. Why though? Time to feed the world. Why not MRE's meals ready to eat so you actually have something to feed the world with? Finally, a non-self-centered answer. Thank you. Pizzas, the parties I would throw. Or lemons. Fountain of youth potions. My cat will live forever. I didn't know I wanted this, but I do now. I want my kitten to live forever. Don't care much about me, but my kitty, yes. I like this a lot. Self-esteem. Don't worry, everything will alright. Graphene. That stuff is expensive as heck to produce at the moment, and expected to be useful in a ton of future technologies. Graphene is not hard to make, it is hard to make in sheets and usable form. Flakes have recently been much easier to make. Saying bills is dumb. Bills have no realistic value above what we name it. Saying diamonds isn't smart because they're actually very abundant. So, gold is a safe choice. It will never lose its value provided I don't, crash the gold market or anything. Greater than saying bills is dumb. What if I just really like dudes named William? Weed. I see you have your priorities in check. Thumbs up. Fresh, clean water. Fuck Nestle. In my prior response I talked about how infinite whiskey would get me jail time. Infinite water. Good job lining up a sniper on me. I'm underwater. I feel like the villain potential for hydrokinesis would be very high. Like I could be the biggest altruist ever, but anyone fucks me. Build the boat, asshole. Plus if you have infinite water I suppose you could hedge the knowledge to not drowning under it as an important safety feature. If you could just shoot it out of your hands, that would be a very useful power. Less so if the infinite supply is literally just the entire Earth being coated with water. Genies. They're not an item unfortunately. High capacity and high value SSDs for storage purposes. Greater than for storage purposes. What other purpose do people have for SSDs? The 100 TB SSD. Continue this thread. Greater than. Grapes. Can never have enough grapes. Continue this thread. Greater than. $100 bills. 100 is too high, not a lot of places accept it and most people with a bunch of hundreds are looked at as sus. Smart. Continue this thread. Greater than. This going to be a boring response. Money. I seen worse, so you're good. Shrek nudes. Nice. I'm tempted with a late night Google. Bottle caps. In case of total nuclear obliteration, then with the remaining 2 wishes I wish for a fully functional fallout shelter, vault under my home. Then with the last wish I wish for a lifetime supply of Bush's baked beans. Roll that beautiful baked bean footage. There's only 1 wish, not 3. What turns an attractive person ugly? Meth. Happy Spotify cheese. Hard drugs. Apparently you've never fucked someone meth. Social media obsession. On a similar note, wanting other people's approval and likes. That's a sign of immaturity for me. This one guy the first dated was super good looking. But every time we'd be anywhere, can you take a picture of me, used to drive me nuts SSS. Click clock. You don't have Instagram. Quote. Selfishness. Especially when it is the last slice. Littering, of course. It is so easy to not do it yet people choose to, which is what makes it quite annoying. If I can be a bit more specific, throwing trash out of car windows. How they treat others. How they treat animals. Being rude to staff, twisting a situation that they caused so it is more favorable for them. I get so disgusted when people don't treat servers like humans. Having a shitty arrogant attitude. I heard once, I don't care how pretty they are. Someone, somewhere is tired of their shit. Quote. Frequent and inappropriate use of the word literally. Literally the worst. There's nothing more ironic than people using the word literally, unliterally. Me and my friend got so fucked off with it we started saying, unfiguratively, to mean literally. High school white girls. Lack of common sense and humanity. This, don't care if you look cute, if you're rude you're genuinely an ugly person. A car crash. A car crash killed Lily and James Potter. Vanilla Sky confirmed. Oh no. See Mark Hamill. Littering. Littering and continue this thread. Greater than. These days unfortunately an obsession with social media. The norm seems to change. Friends of mine, both male and female, have told me they do not want to post pictures of themselves without filters on them because otherwise they feel ugly. Female friends have told me they do not want to post pictures without makeup on because they feel ugly without it. All too often, though, I think that all this editing, be it digital or not, makes people more ugly than they really are, because of the added fakeness. This is a personal opinion. I know people who do like the Barbie look, but if we get so far that people think they're ugly when they cannot edit themselves with makeup or with filters, I feel bad about where we have come. Virtue signaling, ya know the type, film themselves feeding a homeless dude or giving him 20 quid to show what a good person they are, or bragging on social media about all the good they do in the world. It is those self-same people who say that starving kids are their parents' problem right up until it is on trend to help them. When I was 15, my cousin's best friend was the cutest boy I had ever met. Until I got to know him. He was cocky and talked down to any girl that he didn't deem beautiful enough to put his charm on. He was never really mean to me because I was one of the boys, but that just let me see what he was truly like towards girls in general. He quickly became the ugliest person I knew. In turn, one of the funny-looking kids in my class quickly became my crush because he was just so nice. His inner beauty outshined his big ears and crooked nose before the first week of school was over. So yeah, personality is a game changer. Was his name Bastian? Continue this thread. Greater than smoking. 40 years ago, smoking was seen as a sign of a devil-may-care attitude. Now it is seen as a sign that you make poor decisions. Nothing sexier than that flag me smoker's cough. I guess. Depends on context. It'd be pretty shallow to write someone off cause they're having a cigarette while out drinking with friends or something. People are so fucking judgments. Everything is black and white anymore. No more gray area. Abusing the fact that they're attractive to be manipulative. It's disgusting what people will try to pull when they think they're attractive enough to get away with it. I shudder at the thought of the kind of emotional damage I would have suffered from this if I wasn't a super cynical person. If I was kinder, more trusting, more gullible, I can think of at least a few people that would have seriously taken advantage of me and probably left me all fucked up. I've seen it happen to friends and family too. Seriously fucking awful. Yep, few years ago I had a crush on a friend. When she found out about that, everything changed. Like before, we would meet up for lunch and she'd just be wearing a t-shirt and sweats, etc. We always split the bill. But after she'd show up to lunch in miniskirts and low-cut tops and expected me to pay for the meal for the privilege of seeing some cleavage, I guess. We stopped hanging out shortly after, and the last time I heard from her she called begging me to help her move her stuff out of her house because she was being evicted and promised she would do anything to show appreciation. Personality of a wet mop. Or a slightly damp brush that has been left on the desk on Wednesday for 1 hour and 28 minutes. With a bit of a paint that used PB15 pigment. Then rinsed with water, but there's still some paint lingering on ferrule, so it looks even more filthy than before rinsing somehow. Hey, that's me. Or wet cardboard. Being a bigot. Yep, bigotry makes hot people not. I figured this went without saying, but dishonesty and fanatical religious beliefs. That username. Arrogance. Arrogance is definitely a huge turn-off. Taking a selfie with a Nazi flag. What if it is on fire? Can I do it with a USSR flag instead? Smoking. Absolutely. Like and subscribe for more Reddit content. Watch the next video at the top of your screen.